Hey, what's up, guys? I wanted to share with you guys a goal that I have recently assigned to myself, literally like in the last week. It's something that I had shared before indirectly. It falls under a bigger umbrella of goals, but this is something that is very specific and a minute detail, which I realized that if you're able to accomplish to this level, it's going to change your life, like completely. So I'm going to make in this video, I'm going to build up to that one detail because I want to give you guys a little bit of foundation of things that kind of led me to this realization. So let's start here. Generally speaking, my business goals are pretty standard, right? Like personal goals are a little bit unorthodox, but when it comes to overall business side of things, it's pretty like, I want to scale my business. I want to get to a certain monthly recurring income. I want to systematize things and have automation, be able to be in a position to work with great people and things are placed running properly, executing at a high level. But within all that, within each major goal, there's like literally like one or two key like breaking points, right? Little breaking points where if you're able to get those things you're like 100% guaranteed you're going to reach that bigger goal, right? Like it's like opens up the entire pathway. And that's what I want to get into today. So this is how it started, all right? And it's from very basic, like utter basic advice, right? Things like this. Hey, if you want to be productive, then don't check your emails in the first thing in the morning, and don't keep checking your emails throughout the day. Very basic advice. Like most books on productivity will have something like that. If you search up any article on that, that's probably going to be in one out of like half of the articles on productivity will have something on emails like that, right? Very basic. And what happens when things are like laid out like that is that you don't know where the jewels are, right? You don't know where the emphasis is laid. So this is why I like to, this is why this video could show you my experience with just one of those details, right? So this started with email. So I started about a month or so ago practicing not checking my email in the morning, right? Now, for a long time, for over 6 months to a year, I thought I'm the person who doesn't check their email in the morning. And what I meant by that is that I kind of just take a glance of who emailed and stuff like that. And if there's nothing important that I see, then I don't take my time in the first thing in the morning to go through and write back and answer and basically address to all those other stuff. That's what I thought it kind of means to not really check your emails in the morning. But in the last month or so, what I started doing is shutting off my phone. So before I go to sleep, I shut it off. Not airplane mode, it's off. The phone is not accessible through outside powers. and I keep it in the living room. So I shut it off, I keep it in the living room, and that's it. And what you'd realize is that in this time and age, we are fucking addicts, right? I mean, it's pretty well known, but it's well known how addicted we are to your phones, but it's another whole other thing when you actually put it to the test. Because I'm not big on social media. I barely post on Instagram. I'm not on Facebook to see who the fuck is doing, like putting up new pictures. I have that shit blocked. I go see and like check about, like groups and stuff and maybe ask questions and whatnot, right? And even being that kind of guy, when I did that, it was pretty insane how I felt. Like I would wake up in the morning, 4:35 a.m., and honest to God, I would feel like almost alienated, I don't turn on all the lights and stuff because my girlfriend and, everybody's sleeping and whatnot. I come and I'm just brushing my teeth and I feel that there's too much silence, right? Just quiet, water, sink, come down here, sit on the sofa, dark. Okay, I just put on a little lamp, dim over here because I'm going to be meditating. And it's one of the reasons I stopped using the app, because if I turn on my phone to use the app, then there's a chance that I'll go check my emails. So even that is shut off, right? I'm just going back to the basics. No headphones, nothing, silent meditation. And even within that, I realized that, you don't need apps and all this shit to meditate. I've been having pretty damn good, if not better, meditations without binaural beats. I might cycle in and out for my day meditation, but point is, that was in of itself, doing that one advice to the fullest was very eye-opening for me. Okay, so I started doing the next thing, which was again around the same time, around a month ago, and I was like, holy shit, okay, so let me do this. Let me try to execute on actually not checking my emails only twice a day. I'm going to check my emails, like literally twice a day. Because I can't really not check it. I haven't found the solution yet, and that's going to actually lead up to my ultimate realization, or like the goal that I'm setting for myself. But right now I can't not check it, at least at 8 a.m. So I wake up early, do the main things I'm supposed to do that's laid out for me, okay? But 8 a.m. I have to take a glance, because whatever happened last night, if there's an emergency, client's site, it could have stopped working. Something actually could have happened, right? So I have to check at 8 a.m. once, see what's going on, and answer to it. But then, once I do that, this is where the key comes in. Don't check it again, right? Because what we do normally, even between tasks, as you're transitioning, all right, you read some calls right now, or you're gonna take a break. Oh, okay, let's send some videos. Once you open up the emails, because you can send the videos, it's likely you're gonna be going through and checking what emails came in and all this shit. The key is not to do that, right? That's where I found out that, okay, I checked it in at 8 a.m. The next time I can even take a glance at who emailed me as 4 p.m. And I actually messaged a few of my clients that email a lot that, hey, look, we're doing this thing where we're going to be answering 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. So, if you have an emergency, it's going to be handled. You can call my assistant, but other than that, it's going to be handled like in these kind of time frames. And I'm testing it out. There's some resistance for some of the clients who from the very beginning, I believe there's some resistance, they might not, because they're probably used to hearing back anytime and stuff like that. But even with this little two things, right? This is not me shutting off my email and I don't have to answer anybody. This is just, I'm still answering twice a day, just moving it instead of sporadically going through every hour. I'm just moving it so that I can answer people at 8 a.m. and then 4 p.m. And holy shit, it's insane how much more productive you can be, right? It paves the path that by default you'll be productive, and you'll only get distracted if you kind of want to be almost, right? Because if you have laid out what you want to do and those are your priority tasks and there's nothing interjecting you, then the chance of you actually accomplishing and doing those tasks is way greater, right? Like the phone device in of itself is a very strange phenomenon if you think about it from an existential standpoint. It's a piece of device that's around you, on your body, usually attached to you, like on your pocket, and anybody in the world out there in the country can make it vibrate and in your body and make sounds and alarms anytime they want. It's kind of crazy. This is a very powerful device, and it can distract the heck out of your life, right? And being able to turn those things off and only access them when you want to is so powerful. So this is my love-hate relationship with the telephone device. One day I'm wearing a t-shirt that has a phone on my chest, as you guys see. And other days I'm realizing godlike divine advice that's flowing through me about, oh my God, if I can just turn this off certain times of the day. So this kind of whole understanding has led me to finally conclude that one of my biggest goals is to be able to get to a point where I'm not going to have to answer 90% of this. Even the emergency tasks, I would like to only answer when I have to. So what that would look like is what I call emergency now, which is client side crash and stuff like that. I would have to go into stuff that is not in the systems, right? I would have to have somebody in place who can tackle that. So I'm not even sure what kind of person that is. That would be some kind of assistant who has experience with IT at least, because a lot of the issues are in IT, email not working, website down, and stuff like that. It's not SEO, right? And it's not like something that all the time my girlfriend can answer. If it is SEO, she can't really, answer it. So it's kind of like a mix. It's like somebody in the middle, right? Somebody in the middle who can like understand both these worlds and kind of like, cater to it. But the point is, it should get to a point where 90% of these kind of, like interjections should be answered in a timely fashion, to have higher level support. Not here to say like, yeah, don't care about them. They can only email you and like make them wait 3 days. No, guys, this is reality. Your clients, if you want to be like in business at a superior level performance, sooner or later you're gonna have to eat that up. It's not about your ego with who can answer you when and stuff like that. Though I realize it's so powerful to be able to free from it. It's our job as an entrepreneur to get to a point where you can still provide that service, high level customer service, but it's just not you doing it, right? So that's another thing, one minute thing within the bigger umbrella of automation and freedom and systematizing things. This is one minute detail that I would really like to accomplish by the end of this year, is barely be able to accessible through my phones and emails. Only accessible when it's like emergency that literally like nobody else can handle, and even then I would like to address it at my own time. Yeah, peace.